energy. It's morphin' time in this room. Come on, let's go! Every time. No better YouTube anywhere in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Walter, Stephen, Karen, your Power Rangers! These guys are awake. These guys are ready.
Yeah!
How's the weekend been? You been here 3 days?
Yes.
Tired?
Day 3, we're here. It's
We're
been
here.
back. Yeah?
What time is it, guys?
Come on, well, let's try that again. You
Everybody
ready?
know what time it is?
Yes.
I thought it was half 2.
Yeah, it's about 2. Yeah. But no, how has the weekend been? Thank you for coming back, first of all. You've all keep popping up here and there, and I've never had the pleasure to chat to you guys yet, so I'm really excited. But what's it been like meeting your UK fans once again?
It's amazing. Our UK fans are so amazing. They're so sweet. They're so nice. They're so enthusiastic, and we love you guys. We really, really love you guys.
Yeah, they're all right.
Walter just doesn't care. No? You're not bothered about them?
No, you know what, I think, I've been to London a few times here, and every time I come to London, I feel so welcomed. Everybody's so warm and kind and a bit cheeky. And so, I have a lot of fun with you guys, and I'm just really happy to have such amazing fans.
Yeah, I like it so much I used to live here.
In London or in the UK?
Yeah, in London.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
Up north, northern England's the best. Any northerners here? That's where it's at. But what's it?
All over though. I've lived here, so I've been all around the UK. So I've been a lot of shows.
Now, you guys are very lucky in the fact that you get to travel all around, go to different events. Just because we're talking about fans, are there any memorable moments from meeting fans, or any from this weekend that have kind of stood out to you?
Oh yeah, well, we have fans. The thing about when we come to meet the fans, we hear the most amazing stories. Like, you know, the show's been around for 32 years. And one that's amazing is the fact that a lot of fathers who are mothers come with their kids, and now we have like 3 generations watching the show. So to see, I had a guy tell me today, I came home the other day, and my son was watching the Power Rangers, but he was watching your version of the Power Rangers, and he's like, scoot over. Yeah, I love it. This is my show, so I love that. That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's very cool. Like you said, we get mom, dad, and the kids, and sometimes, you know, we're like talking to the kids, and dad's like, hey, the autograph's for me. Get out of the way, kid. And so we're their Power Rangers, so it's really cool that they passed it down, and now they're kids, and they love it. And honestly, when we see you guys turn 5 years old again, so we get the best, like we're like love bombed all weekend, you know? It's the purest love we've ever had, right?
Yeah, I'm confused. Somehow everybody got taller than me.
Right! We stopped growing in Angel Grove.
Yeah. That's right. Everybody always used to say, "Oh, I used to look up to you." It's like, well, no, I'm looking up to you.
Exactly.
Everybody's taller than us now. But yeah, you're right about that. We bridge those generational gaps because a lot of the younger kids now are watching our stuff. I'm like, you watch our show? Like, oh yeah, you're Rocky. I'm like, wow, you guys really know your stuff. That's amazing.
I had an 11-year-old kid come up to me and go, I just want to let you know you were my childhood. And I was like, wait, how old are you? Like, I'm 11. I said, well, when did you start watching the show? I started watching when I was 6. And I went, oh, I guess I am part of your childhood, yeah. So it's amazing.
See, I felt really old the other day because it turns out this year, last month, was the 30th anniversary of the Power Rangers movie.
The movie?
Yeah.
The movie is
Next month it comes the 30th anniversary.
Yeah. And I remember, but I remember queuing outside Blockbuster before it opened, waiting so I could buy a VHS tape. Does anyone remember them? Yeah.
We've signed a few of those this weekend.
Yeah, quite a few.
But Go on.
No, I was saying we have.
Now, I have some questions for you guys, because when I watched it when I was younger, I had a lot of questions about Power Rangers that confused me, so I'm hoping that you can answer some of these questions.
We'll try.
Okay, so, and I've got a list. I sat down thinking, what have I always wanted to ask the Power Rangers, so help me out. So, why don't the Power Rangers just go straight to the Megazord and stamp on the baddies? Now, I know you're only allowed to fight when they escalate, but they always escalate. So why don't you just jump in the Megazord and just stamp and get it over with?
And then just like say, oh,
Yeah.
the baddies are here, let's just squash them.
I mean, like, it's we make it a fair fight. You don't jump in the Megazord to fight the buddies. The buddies are the lower level villains. So we fight the buddies hand to hand, and then when they escalate, we escalate. So that's the way we do it. We don't.
Try to be fair.
We're not villains.
It's all about fair fighting.
Yeah.
It's all about reaching the boss level. Gotta get to that boss level.
It's a bit more epic that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, thanks for that.
Otherwise, the show would be over in 3 minutes instead of 22 minutes.
We gotta get the kids all riled up too. Like, we gotta make sure they're jumping off their parents' sofas and stuff. And then we'll get a letter about them, tearing up the house.
I was a very intuitive child, because my next question is, how much budget did Angel City Grove have for property damage for such a small town? The property market must have sucked.
So the construction team was amazing.
Right, the best job in Angel Grove is a construction worker, because every day you gotta fix the city.
Every day.
Yeah.
No.
And they did it within a week, which was great.
In a flash, right?
The show was here. It was on Saturdays and Sundays, right? Well, in America, the show was on Monday through Saturday, so they had to do it every day.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Do you want to hear a few more? I was very inquisitive as a child.
I like this.
Yeah. Why didn't Rita attack any other city in the world? Why did she always go to where you guys were?
Say it again, what happened?
So why did Rita always attack where she knew you guys were when there's a whole globe? She's on the moon, it literally rotates around, and she could have had a pick of anywhere, but she always went, those guys beat me every single week, let's go back there.
Apparently, Rita likes a challenge.
Yeah, didn't work well for her.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like, how like Stranger Things, how they opened up, the upside down in that city. So it's like that's where it's at. We opened up her what is that? That dome she was in, or what? Yeah, we opened. So now this is where it's at.
Suits small. Very interesting for you guys to wear, what you kind of had to put up with wearing them. Any interesting stories you'd like to share about those?
I'll just say that you have to have help to get in and out of the suit. If it's not something you can just put on by yourself, the zipper starts down here and goes all the way up to the back, and my arm's so good up far. So if you have to go to the bathroom, I'd just say you need help.
You need a special friend that you don't mind going to the toilet with you.
And plan ahead. Don't wait till the last minute to go to the bathroom.
And also, coincidentally, you also had to wear another layer of spandex under the spandex, because otherwise everybody's going to see silhouettes that they should not be seen.
Right.
So,
they had to hide all the bits.
So you would never just, you never just saw the spandex, like we had to have a whole other layer underneath. So that became very warm at the time.
What's funny is
that spandex don't breathe.
That's not the way it started.
Oh, okay, come on, continue.
When we first got
X-rated.
when we first got the suits, and there was a lot of trial and error. So we would put on the suits, and if you wore your regular underwear, then it was quite sightly. It was like So
Power Rangers After Dark.
Exactly. We had to start wearing dance belts kind of thing, like something so that everything was, when you dance ballet, you wear a dance belt kind of thing to make sure everything's put together right. And that was a work in progress. When we first wore the suits, we only wore the suits, and we had to figure out what underwear to wear underneath. It was different. And I'll tell you this: the spandex, when we go to the set, often we had to go on the scene we shot on a location. We get there early in the morning, maybe sometimes 6:30 in the morning. We go through makeup and hair. We put on our suits, and then they take us to the field where we do our blocking for the fights or whatever. And it's the grass is wet and it's cold in the morning, and the the air goes right through the suits. It's so cold. It's like, it is so uncomfortable. And then you get wet, like, you know, practicing or whatever. Well, we would rehearse in our regular clothes, then we put on the suits, block the camera, and then we have to shoot, but sometimes it would take an hour or two later. Now the sun is out, and it's hot, and I'm wearing black, and black in the sun is not a happy occasion. It's not a happy occasion. Now, granted, I didn't have to wear the suits all the time, usually for transitional things, but still, even in my jeans or whatever I may be wearing, that morning grass, it was very cold.
Yeah, very slippery too. Yeah, and then as far as the movie went, we had, those suits were just torture devices. Like, they were heavy, they were like, wasn't it like latex? Like, it was like...
Oh, the movie ones you're talking about? Yeah, they were made out of like rubber, so...
Yeah, and the muscles were rubber, so they were like, I mean, at least 25 to 30 pounds, depending on how tall you were. So you were just like carrying, like you were working out all day without working out. So yeah, it was insane.
I suppose the robes in the second part of the film were much comfier.
They were, but it was like the wardrobe department, they made them so cool, but they weren't practical. Like, we actually had on the ninja shoes, which were very uncomfortable because, you know, it splits your toe. And then it just had like a lot of different pieces, but it was a lot more comfortable, felt like pajamas, but you still needed someone to help you get dressed.
Yeah, there was a lot of layers to that thing as well.
Oh, look cool though. It looked cool.
You did look cool. Like, let's be fair, we all wanted to dress as Power Rangers when we were younger. And now, by looking, any Power Rangers in the house right now?
There they are. I see them all. I see them.
Who's wearing a dance belt though?
Who's wearing a dance belt?
Yeah.
He's wearing the Zeo one, man.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell some of those Spider-Men I've seen this weekend about those. And what I want to do is I want to ask one more question, but while I'm doing that, if anyone has fan questions, can we start lining up so we can jump straight into you guys? So while they're getting ready, are there any embarrassing stories or like something that sticks out in your mind from when you were filming that you'd like to talk about? Embarrassing with your cast members, your friends? Is there anything that stands out? I'm sure there'll be something.
I ran into a stunt guy. We had an amazing stunt team. Our stunt guys were amazing. They really were a big part of the show and helping us to look as good as we did. But I ran into a guy recently that I had met. He had come into the show as a stuntman. And when you work with the stunt guys, we don't want to hurt each other. So we try to be soft. We try to make contact, but it's like soft contact, with it, making it look like it's effective. But this particular stuntman had come onto the show, and he had been watching the show, and he wanted to make an impression. So when he met me, we were going to fight, and I had to do this side kick. And he's like, no, when you kick me, I want you to really kick me. I was like, no, man, I can just tap you. He was like, no, give me the kick, And I'm like, right, okay. You know, it was like he really wanted it. And so I had to do this, we're doing a martial art thing, and then we're shooting, and I give him a good kick to the chest, and he goes flying in the air, falls down, and I guess I didn't know until I just saw him recently. He said, that kick, I was messed up for a week. I was like, I didn't know. He's like, I told you to do it. I was like, man, I don't want to kick you. But he's like, do it. I can take it. I'm a stunt guy. And he was like, as an adult, he's like, yeah, I should have told you that.
He's learned a life lesson. From then on, he never said, kick me from. He's like, just tap me.
That's funny. That's funny because the same thing happened to JDF on the movie. Remember that one guy? So there was an Australian stunt guy, and there was the scene where the bird Tengu warrior guys were flying in. They had him flying in on these wires, and so they would fly on the wires and they would land. And there was supposed to be a scene where Jay kicks one of them, and then he kept saying the same thing. He's like, man, kick me. He's like, and Jason was like, I don't want to do it. He goes, no, do it. You really need to kick me. And Jason goes, okay. And so then he did this. So he's hanging on remember, they're coming in on these wires. They're coming on these wires, so then Jason does like just the fastest like jump spinning kick, like hits the guy, and then everything like the camera keeps going over, like the whole scene keeps going, and then they'll cut, and everybody walks away, and the guy's still just hanging from the wires like that.
We were dying. I remember that.
You remember that, right? Oh my God.
And Jason's like, he said for me to kick him.
We all.
To the other side here, in red.
My name is Chris. There's so much love for the show and also with the nostalgia going on. How was it to be part of Once and Always?
I'm going to do something very quickly, 2 seconds.
Yeah, we can barely hear you, Chris. We gotta hear you.
Nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. There we go, try again.
Okay. With all the love for the show and obviously with nostalgia being a real thing, how was it to be a part from your perspective of Once and Always?
Once and Always was, for me, it was a great, thank you, it was a great pleasure to be back. It was the first time I was back on the show in 28 years. 28 is a long time. And so to go back, I mean, for me, when I left the show, I didn't leave the show expecting to leave the show. I expected to negotiate a contract, come back, continue to do the movie, do more episodes, and then eventually leave the show. But that's not the way it worked out. So it was closure for me. So I got to go, when we did the movie, my last day on the set, they said, okay, that's a wrap for Walter Jones. And it was the first time I got a wrap on
that's right.
Rangers.
Yeah.
So it brought tears to my eyes.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was,
Yeah,
Special.
that was good. You deserve that.
It gives me feelings.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was a pleasure for me to come back because it was a love letter to Trini, and I just was always like, she got the party started, and I've always had so much love for her and her character, and I felt like I literally stepped into her shoes. Like I had her same costume, I wore the same boots, you know, I had to wear 2 socks because her foot was half a size bigger than mine, and it was like, it was an honor. Like I remember there was a moment where Johnny and I weren't gonna come, like they weren't gonna bring us to New Zealand, and I told them no. And they were like, what do you mean no? And I go, no. I go, we gotta go, like we need to go. Like this is bigger, for me it's bigger than anything, and I feel like we need to be there. And I kind of fought them on it, but luckily they accepted everything I wanted, and they were like, come on, and I was so happy to do it.
Good, yeah. Yeah, for me it was great. It was the first time ever being on camera with Walter, you know, that was awesome. And stepping onto that juice bar set, it looked exactly the same. I was like, the nostalgia hit us at that point. I was like, wow, this is amazing. To like recreate that whole
We did such a good job.
And then we did that putty fight scene and
Yeah, the
the
putty
bar
fight,
together.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that was awesome.
I'll tell you, for me, coming back to the show 28 years later, and then stepping on the set, and then walking onto the command center, I was like, wow. This has been a long time since I've been here. And it was different because now we had a tube where Zordon was. And on the set, when we originally shot, we didn't have a tube for Zordon. That was CGI effect. What we did is we talked to a piece of tape on a pedestal. Right? It's like we didn't have anything to look at. We had the script supervisor, her name was Jenny, in a female voice reading Zordon's lines. So it was like, Rangers, Rita's attacking.
And it would be so unemotional. Like we were like crying, and she'd be like nothing.
And it was like, so it was wild to be back and to walk onto that set and look around. Same thing for the juice bar, but the command center, you know, with Zordon, the whole thing was like, that was really intense.
It was very cool.
Yeah, and then it became even more beautiful because it became a love letter to JDF. Because when we were shooting it, he was still with us, and so I just remember Netflix set up a private screening for all of us to see it together, and it was so like, we didn't know how they were gonna do, you know, how they were gonna honor him. And so that ending was a surprise for us too. It
That was awesome.
So beautiful.
And that song we had sang to him when he was losing his Green Ranger powers. So the song was very appropriate. I know also, I lost my thought.
That was a good question.
It was
Very
that
good
good.
question. Good question.
Great question.
Brilliant, thank you very much. We'll jump to the other side, to Red Ranger here.
Red Ranger.
I'm Robert. So, how long do you spend in the paint industries in a day?
It varies because we would shoot 4 episodes every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, well, we would have a day on location. Let's say we were shooting the juice bar. We would shoot scenes for the juice bar for all 4 scripts in one day. So we would switch outfits. Sometimes you didn't know what you were wearing. Like the wardrobe person would tell you, "Oh, this is what you were wearing in this episode," and you had to ask the script supervisor, "So wait, what's going on? Like, who are we fighting? Like, what's going on?" Yeah. So It was interesting.
It was very confusing, for sure.
Well, and that's also why, like, when you guys ask us about, like, sometimes we get these really detailed questions about an episode. I have no idea, because in my mind, we shot all of that together, so I don't even really know how it all came together. Like, you know, and I never would really watch the episode. I was like, oh, I was there.
Yeah,
but it's like, it's confusing.
Yeah,
We didn't really have time to watch
Exactly,
the
yeah.
episodes.
We didn't have any time.
And then you had to, if we want to record, we didn't get it, they didn't give us the episode.
Right.
So we'd have to watch it either during lunch, later, or you have to record it on a VHS at home. And I lived with 4 guys, so I would put in the tape for the VHS, and I would come home and want to see the episode, and somebody would tape the football game over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the old days, guys, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have DVR.
Parking lot, none of us had ridden with ATVs before, and we were, we had PAs to tell us to be careful. Only go 15 miles an hour in the parking lot, take the curves soft, and so Austin and I are out there like, vroom, vroom, around the parking lot, and then Jason comes out, and he's also on ATV, goes, vroom, vroom, yeah, and jumps across out of the parking lot into like the wooden area, and we just were watching him ride around through the bushes, and we see him go up a hill, and he just disappears. And we're like, oh my God, he just goes, so what do you do? And we don't hear anything for a minute, and we're like, oh my, we're worried about him. All of a sudden he comes out, and he's like, vroom, vroom, and we're like, and me and Austin look at each other and go, yeah! So next thing you know, we got all 3 of us around Izzy and
Put the go-go and go-go Power Rangers.
and then when we did the episode, we actually really looked good, because now we really knew how to ride, so that was awesome.
We had tons of fun. I mean, we were kids. We were so, like, we probably should not have been able to, like, do anything like that. And we came to Australia to shoot the movie. We were, like, I remember I was 18, Johnny was 18, you were what, like 20? Yeah, so we were underage in America, but we were legal in Australia. And so it was like the training wheels were off. We were out of control.
Yeah, basically. I seized all the moments that you could. For somebody out of the country for the first time.
Oh, it was
on
everything.
vacation, where the legal age was you were able to drink. I was like, okay, I'm gonna
We
have
could
some.
drink, we could gamble, we could just everything. Go to all the clubs. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Elijah. Brilliant question to finish on. Thank you very much. Thank you to all our fan questions. We are way over time, but I'll get wrong later. Very quickly, thank you so much, guys, for everything you've done over the years, interacting with the fans, being so supportive, coming to see us. We love you guys. We appreciate what you do. We really do. So first of all, thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
And thank you guys too. Guys.
We have the best fans in the world. It's like, thank you for supporting us for so long, and we hope to bring you much more entertainment.
And there's 2 more hours left of con. You'll be crossing autographs. So if you didn't get a chance to ask your question, I want to come meet these guys. You can see they are lovely. They are absolutely amazing. They are here to meet you. Please take that opportunity. But ladies and gentlemen, let's make lots of noise for our amazing Power Rangers.
Thank you, guys. MCM once again, make some noise for your Power Rangers!
Right, so it is end of day. So I sat down to lunch. I didn't record it, but after the panel for Power Rangers, I say Pokemon then, Power Rangers, I went down, sat down for lunch for about half an hour or so. These guys are very good. I'm going to put a quick look. Oh, Car Galaxy. Yeah, I knew they were fucking here. I knew they were fucking here. I couldn't see them. Alright, I'm going to try to look at them in a sec. So, so I went down to have some lunch for a bit. That was quite nice, enjoyed that. And then came back along, sort of wandered in here a little bit. Went back to a few different car places. Took a picture of a very rare Yu-Gi-Oh card. I'll tell a story of that a bit later on, if I can. very good car, very awesome. I'll put a picture up on the screen now. So I'm also eating some dairy milk at the same time. But you know, so that was really cool. Went back to Cougar Cards, nearly got fucking tackled, which is again really funny. So the security guard, Mox, she nearly fucking flattened me. So that was great. Yeah, no, so I'm going to look at the Card Galaxy because I've been buying up so much Pokemon stuff. I might have a quick little look at this, see what they got, and yeah, we'll look at call it a day because it's fucking 20 to 5. Vintage. Right, so nothing really there for me. I've spent too much money anyway this week. So yeah, we are heading off. We're calling it there. I do hope I got as much as con as I could. I feel like I haven't, but I hope I got enough. I do hope I got enough footage for my sort of long old half an hour, 45 minutes fucking videos. Hopefully I do. I should do. I don't know. But we're going the right way. Yes, we are. The card for Yu-Gi-Oh! There was a bloke who bought a box of just sort of random cards, a fake binder of Japanese cards, I think the guy was saying, and then he also bought a shoebox of cards from that boot sale. And when he went to check through them, he saw obviously all fake and stuff, and he saw the one card that was sort of a few cards that were real, and it had that weird sort of misprint in it, and I was like, damn, that's fucking sick. That's what everyone dreams of doing at that boot sale. So yeah, he was very lucky on that one. That's why it cost her $5,000 or best offer. And then he got tackled because Kuma Cards asked me to sort of have a little look and make sure I keep an eye out for people nicking cards and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And when I went behind, Mox, who was there, again, their muscle, their security, was like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, I'm allowed back here? She said I was allowed? And I was like, but yeah, no, so that was quite funny. She nearly fucking kicked the shit out of me. Getting beaten up by a Scottish lady. Hilarious. Yeah, no, I don't know. It just tickled me. But yeah, so it's been a very, very good con. I hate to think how much money I've actually spent, because I know I've spent a lot of money that I shouldn't have done, but what can you do? What can you do? So I also got to pay off my credit card as well, so yeah. So I think it's going to be pissing down the rain, or at least going to be very, very cold, so I'm going to stop in a minute, get my jacket on, and yeah, head on out, and that's going to be the end of... Oh god, it's so depressing. Fucking hell, I've got con depression already. It's going to be the end of con. End of con, end of... Yeah. I think on my Discord said there was going to be a nurse. I don't know if that's the nurse they were talking about. But, yeah. Very cool, very interesting, very fun. We've had a grand old time. So now I'm going to go home for a bit after this, and then I'm going to go back out to somewhere else that you will see later on in another vlog. So look forward to that. See you in a bit. Look at all these chickens. At least the weather's held up though. It's not even pissing down, clearly, since the floor's all dry, which is good. So happy about that. There it is. Look at all these chickens. I say it every time. Always great. Flash mob going on there. No idea what the dance is. But they're having fun. Having a jam session. Sorry. That's it. So I'll be leaving now in a sec. There goes day 3 of MCM Comic Con. Another year done. At least for May. Also we got October. So we've got another, what, 6 months? 4 months? January, February, March, March, April, May. Yeah, 5 months. I legit need to count that as well, I'm sorry to say. So yeah, 5 months and we're back. That's it. Let's go. Let's head on out, because the cable car's going to be a fucking pain in the arse. And yeah. We move, baby, we move.
Around this time, this one weekend, you can just look out the window anywhere around this area and find something, the biggest one. It's very hard. They don't be us. Exactly.